Hey everyone, it's Riley, and today we are going to be setting up January in my bullet journal. So before I jump into this, I do want to let you guys know that I will be announcing a giveaway at the end of the video, which I'm really excited for. I've never done a giveaway before, and I think this one is really sweet, so definitely stay tuned till the end. So the theme that I chose for January is really wintry, and honestly, it was kind of the runner-up to my December theme. I had both of these themes in mind, and I knew that I wanted to use them both, so I chose what I thought was the more Christmassy wintry one for December and the slightly less wintry one for January, but it definitely still is a winter theme, and it's kind of a ski hill theme. I don't know, I had the idea of doing some sort of gondola theme. I just think they could be so cute. And so I started looking around on the internet and thinking about ways that I could take that idea and make it work in my bullet journal. And I got the idea to do sort of ski lift type gondolas on this cute ski hill with a little ski resort, you know, those little triangle ski huts, whatever. So I chose that theme for my bullet journal. I do live in Canada, so there is definitely still snow on the ground in January and February and March and sometimes April, so I'm not going to keep doing wintry snowy themes, but I figured I could drag it out for at least one more month. So if you're wanting to journal along with me, all you need is really basic supplies. You'll need something to color with. I always use my Crayola Super Tips, as you know. You'll also need some fine liners. I have the Pigma Micron fine liners, and you can find all those supplies in the description. Now, I also did play around a little bit with watercolor, but I didn't use actual watercolor paint. I just used my Crayola Super Tips, colored with them on a piece of plastic. I just used a yogurt container lid, and then dipped my watercolor brush into water, rubbed it on there, and got the same watercolor effect. I didn't use it a lot, but I did try it out, so if you want to try that too, just grab some kind of piece of plastic. A plastic yogurt container lid worked just fine for me. So one more quick thing before we get into the video. I kind of screwed it up. So my husband is really into video stuff, and so we've been trying out a few different setups, as you may or may not have noticed from my videos. And so the most recent one, I managed to mess it up so the entire video is out of focus, and I'm so sorry about that. I literally cried when I found out because I loved this setup so much. So I am still going to be using that footage, but I'm going to speed it up a lot so that you don't have to endure all that blurriness. I'm also going to have a lot more B-roll and still shots than I normally have, so that you can still get a good feel for what this turned out like, but unfortunately you won't be able to see the process as clearly as I would have liked. So please forgive me for that. Hopefully the next time we try this setup, it will be better. So let's jump in and plan January. So like I said, it's pretty blurry, sorry about that, but you can still see sort of the gist of what I'm doing here. I used my light gray marker to make two ski hills, and now I took a blue marker and I just colored on that yogurt lid, and I'm dipping my brush into a little bit of water, rubbing it on the marker on the yogurt lid, and using that to make the sky. So the watercolor doesn't really move around a lot once you get it on the paper, because this isn't watercolor paper, but it still worked out all right. So the next thing that I made was this really cute little gondola, just with these red cubes. I don't know about you guys, but I always find it so much easier to go in with marker first. I feel like it's just easier to correct your mistakes, you know, just add a little bit of marker here and there, instead of going in with pen and having to correct afterwards. So I did all of this in marker first, and the very last step was taking my hard tip Tombow Fudono Suke, however you pronounce it, taking my hard tip version of that brush and doing the outline. So even though I do the coloring part first, I feel like it's the outline that really makes things pop. Before I did the outline, I wasn't totally committed to the theme. I was sort of questioning my choices a bit, but I think the outline really helped. So you can see I've got a little skier on the bottom. Guys, I'll be honest, I don't even know how to ski, which is really sad. I've gone snowboarding, but I haven't gone skiing actually ever. So I did make the little skier at the bottom look like me, which is not completely true to life, but I still think it's pretty cute. So here's my January calendar, and I like to do a Sunday start calendar, and I've also been really loving this calendar style lately. These boxes are 6 dot grid spaces tall and 5 wide, and that's been just my sweet spot lately. And you can see underneath the title, I use this really new font that I've never done, and then underneath it I put color swatches for all of the colors that I used in this setup, so that as I go through the month, when I want to fill certain things in, I know exactly which markers to pull out. So here is how the calendar page turned out, and I really like it. Along the side, I just wrote down all of the dates that I want to upload videos on, so that's Tuesday and Friday, and I left a spot for each of those days to write down what I'll be posting, and then underneath that, which you can't really see, is a goals section. So I have a goal for the month, for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5, and so this is sort of my month at a glance in a way. So I'll put events and stuff onto the calendar, and then YouTube stuff and goals I'll just put on the side. So this page here is something totally new that I'm trying. Oh, I guess I didn't even mention I'm trying to keep track of my memories on a monthly scale, so you would have seen that by the cover page. Beside it, instead of having like a quote or a brain dump or something, I did a memories page, so I'm planning to paste in some pictures and do some doodles and some writing about things that happen throughout the month. And the other new thing that I'm trying is this sort of monthly check-in. So at the top it says this month I'm, and then there's 3 boxes. So the boxes are enjoying, feeling, and thankful for. So I think this will just be a really good practice. Number 1, to practice gratitude. I've done that in the past, but I have a hard time sticking to it when I give myself too much space. So I feel like just this little box will be nice, and it'll also be cool to like look back and see what kinds of things I was into. So this other page here is like my monthly tasks, I guess. So along the side here, I've got YouTube tasks, Etsy tasks, and other tasks. And then beside that, I have a spot for my cleaning tasks for every week. So if you saw my 2021 setup, you will have seen that I tried this new like cleaning tracker thing, and I wanted to actually like commit to doing these things every week. So I figured that having a monthly cleaning schedule would really help me do that. So I'm going to take all of my weekly cleaning tasks and write them in there. And then I'm also going to choose some of the more rare cleaning tasks like monthly, or the ones that I do just a couple times a year, and add those to those weekly task lists. And now here's my first weekly setup. So I used the little like gondola type things to write in the dates, and I just split the page into 4 sections. Each page into 4 sections. So I've got 8 total. 6 of them will be used for the days of the week. The weekend is combined. In the bottom corner, I've got a nice space for notes. And then in the top, I left myself a little calendar so that I can write down sort of bigger events like my friend's birthday. So here's a little flip through of the whole thing that I did afterwards while it was finally clear. So there's my memory page and my title, my little calendar. I love how I added those color swatches, the YouTube, the goals. I think this really came together so nicely. My monthly check-in, my task page, and finally my first weekly of the new year, which I cannot wait to use. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed setting up January with me in my bullet journal, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like and a comment below as well. I always love to hear from you guys. Now, as promised, I do have a giveaway that I want to announce today, and it is right here. Da-da-da. So this is one of the Artist Loft journals that I've been using to make my custom bullet journals for my Etsy shop. So if you don't already know, I have an Etsy shop. I sell a bunch of different options for customized personal journals, and I want to give away one as a gift to one of you guys. So let's take a little look at the journal here. I chose this beautiful gray color because if I myself had one of these Artist Loft journals, I would choose this color. I love it. So here it is. You may recognize this because it's the same as my 2021 setup, but one major difference. Boom. 2022. This journal is for one of you guys to use in 2022. And what I'm going to do is every month, as I do my own bullet journal setup, I will also set up one for you in this journal for 2022. So to be honest, I haven't totally decided when I'm gonna give this away. I thought about like dragging it out for the full year, giving you guys like a 12-month journal in 2022, but I feel like that's just a little bit long. So I might end up like giving one away halfway through the year and one at the end, or one away a quarter through the year. I'm not totally sure yet, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this journal is in the works. I am making it for one of you guys, and so keep your eye on my Plan With Me videos, because in one of these Plan With Me videos, who knows which one, I will be doing a special giveaway for this journal, and you'll be seeing updates on it in each Plan With Me video, just so you know. So if you're interested in winning your own custom journal that matches my own for 2022, definitely stay tuned to my Plan With Me videos. Make sure that you don't miss any by hitting the subscribe button below, and I'll also have a playlist with them so you can check out the ones that I post this year. Thanks so much, you guys. I hope to see you in the next one.